Greetings, and welcome back to the MCOC Encyclopedia. Today we'll be running through November's Paragon Gauntlet, featuring the new champions Kushala and Chee'ilth. If this video helps you at all, you know how this sentence ends, and let's dive in. First up, we have Hulk, and really anyone can take this fight, though tech champions and mutant champions are much better here. I will be using 6-star rank 4 Nick Fury, simply because he's better for the next fight, the Sasquatch, who's the real issue here. So here's who I'm going to be running with. Yes, I have reduced attack, but as you'll see in a second, I'm going to transition into my second form. Kind of by accident, but also I was going to do it anyway at some point, so I better get it out of the way sooner rather than later. And that means we have plenty of damage that we can get through the weakness. Stand your ground coming in clutch there, because I eat a heavy. The problem I found doing this fight was simply the fact that because Hulk can gain extra Furies, the Fury counter on the right doesn't match up with his 15 personal Furies. He can gain Furies from the node. So you really need to watch out for the tag on the right saying Hulk is getting angry, and then when he's at about 14 to 18 Furies, you really need to watch carefully and just go for single hits. That way you can try and avoid the unstoppable. By all means bring a slow champion, but I couldn't quite fit one on this team. If you do have a slow champion, you can also use them for the Sasquatch next, and they could be a better option. So Hulk goes down there, not a huge amount of issues, make sure you keep knocking him down if necessary. Up next we have Sasquatch, and this is the actual reason I brought in Nick Fury. For this fight you really want a bleed champion. And of this path, of the 4 old bosses, I would say Sasquatch without a doubt is the toughest. This guy has some serious regen if he gets going, so you've got to be careful for that. The unstoppable you can stop with a bleed, and if you parry twice too quickly, he will inflict a falter on you, meaning you will start to miss. So we've got to keep that aggression regen timer down. We're now unblockable, this is really good. Energy damage is out as well, so unfortunately no torch here. We can't really use that. Get lucky there that we can dex out at the end. Yeah, he's got 99% energy resistance, so we can't use that. We also can't use heal reversal against Sasquatch, because he won't trigger his personal regenerations when he's below 40%, if his regeneration rate is below 0, and we can't take advantage of aggression regeneration, because hitting him to remove those would just get rid of them. So, nearly down, and there we go, Nick Fury has enough damage. Those are the fights I wanted him for. Again, any bleeder in that fight, and you should be fine. Here, we're swapping out Nick Fury for my OG Hulk. Realistically, I'm going to be using Hulkling against this Ibomb. Realistically, I have got a solo on the main quest using Hulk. I could have used him here. Hulkling is not as required. There I forget about the node, so make sure we don't parry him here, and we have no major issues. You just need a poison immune and someone that can deal with Matador. So we're trying to get the second. There we go. So here I managed to time my unblockable perfectly, such that I can still get the 2 Furies, but I don't have to worry about the weaknesses from hitting him on the block. Get a nice reverse intercept there. Looking to bait another special 1. But the AI these days does not like throwing its specials, so I just say screw it and push him to special 2. It's not a big deal. Hulkling's fully poison immune and actually will benefit slightly from getting poisoned as we'll gain extra charges. Finally get it out from him there. Yes, it is unblockable, but only the first hit. No major issues. Do note you can't use Shruggers here. I would have loved to bring in Big Kingpin, but unfortunately he's got Cold Turkey, so if you do shrug off debuffs, you'll be taking damage. Nice trick there with the unblockable on Hulkling. You can go straight in for an unblockable striker. Really helpful. Up against Knull, what you want to be doing here is take advantage of the power gain. He has increased power gain up until Special 2 by quite a lot, but above Special 2, it's massively reduced. We want to use that to push him to Special 2, then we don't have to deal with corruption, we don't have to worry about anything. So here I'm using Absorbing Man. I also got solos with Kingpin, he worked just fine for the main path, but I thought I'd use Absorbing Man here. So, he also has the node, which means my specials won't be dealing nearly as much damage as they should. I believe it's reduced by 95%, which is pretty horrible. But your basic attacks will be doing significantly more damage. Every time we knock him down, however, he gets that crit resist buff, which is a little bit annoying. As you can see, I'm just not critting at all. But we're nearly there, so medium, going in for full combos. I probably should have gone for medium light medium some point to ditch my charges again, but not really needed, and there we get some nice damage to finish. Now on to the new bosses. We have Kushala first, and then Chee'ilth. Realistically, you've already fought them 5 times each, so you probably know how they work, but a quick summary. Kushala is by far the less annoying of the two. Chee'ilth, for me, is significantly worse. Kushala, what you want to do is avoid parrying. If you parry, you gain charges. When you gain 5 charges, you gain a Soul Barb. Soul Barb is bad. This means you will take additional damage for every buff on you. Also, you'll take constant damage over time for every buff on you. However, every 10 hits on the combo meter, you gain an energy resistance buff, so you can't really avoid those buffs at all. There's also a node which will shut you down quite hard if you don't get buffs on you via immunity, so we need to avoid that as well. If you get hit, the buffs will detonate. It's very much like Combo Party, but for energy resistance buffs. So there we go, I get hit and get squashed. I now have that Soul Barb on me, so I'm really trying to avoid getting buffs on me where I can help it. She also has Explosive Personality, so make sure you don't hit or block too much. I triggered that near the start. Not my smartest move, but hey-ho. For the specials, they are perfectly fine to block. However, it is worth dexing out of the last hit, just so you can go back in and punish. Nothing too major there. Finally, we have Chee'ilth, and you need some way around the cleanse in this fight. It is not a particularly fun fight. And spoiler alert, I'm actually going to die here with Storm, but it's close enough. Every time she is constantly gaining those cleanse charges, and you need some way around them because she will also auto-block you like a madman. So here I'm just building up my prowess because Storm, Storm X, and Bishop, whenever you whenever one of their stuns are shrugged off, it's automatically replaced with a passive one of the same one. So here I'm just trying to build up as many prowess as I can before just trying to one-shot her with a special 3. Swede has already uploaded a nice solo here. I still don't know how to dex that. Nice solo with Odin, but as long as you have white mags pre-fight, you can use any hero or metal champion. However, any physical damage you deal to her, she will heal 85% of it back. So they're massive nuke, but the bleeds were going to kill me, so I just tried to go in and get torn apart by her special one. Her animations, by the way, are amazing, absolutely top form. So yeah, we can't use physical damage specials because you're just going to get clomped by it. So white mags and energy damage is what you need here, or some way of dealing with that cleanse. Bleed immune is nice, but not needed. So there we go, an initial run through of the Paragon Gauntlet, and hopefully enough information to help you get through it. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and I will endeavour to answer as many as I can. Thank you, and I will see you next time.